Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing off my multi-million dollar garages, everything that I own in GTA. I own a lot of things, so this is really cool. I'm going to be telling you about some of the things that I own. Let's starting off in this main garage where I keep all my cars. I have this McLaren type car. This was about $2 million. It is a really cool car. I don't really drive it though because there are other ones that are faster, but it is really sick. I think it's a Program. I forget the actual name of the car, but it is a really sick car. I like it. That's the first car in this garage. Moving over here, we have the Ocelot Pariah, which is the fastest car in the game, or one of them. I think the F1 car might be the fastest, but this is definitely top two. It is a sports car, which I find pretty interesting because it's one of the fastest cars and it's a sports car, not even a super, but it's because of the acceleration. I find that pretty cool. It's around 1.4 million if you're looking to buy it. Moving over, this was a special car from a heist a couple years ago. It's a Bentley with turrets on the front, so it can shoot machine guns off the front, and I find that pretty cool. It's a pretty nice car, and it also has bulletproof windows. Moving over here, we have the Oppressor Mark II, which costs around $4 million to max out, but it is worth it because every GTA player uses it probably every time they play. It's the easiest way to get around the map. It is worth it, but it is really expensive. Going over here, we have this car. I don't remember the name of it, but it is really sick. It's around $2.8 million, and it is super fast, probably top 5. I think that's pretty cool. Moving over here, we have the F1 car. This was in the casino. I got it for free. Normally it's $3.4 million. It is the fastest car in the game, and it is super sick, and you can also use it in races. Moving over here is the Krager. This used to be the fastest car in the game. It has one of the best handlings. I like this car, but I haven't used it in a long time. I think it's just a really sick car. And now we have this car. I like how low it is. You can walk on top. This is a really sick car. It's around $3 million, and you can buy it off of Legendary Motorsports. Let's see what the name is. I forget the name of this car. Let me try to find it. It is... Where is it? It's probably really old. I should probably just go sort by price. We'll find it. Yeah, the Tesseract. That is a super sick car. I would recommend getting it. It's a little bit outdated now, so I don't know. Moving over here, we have the Truffade. It's like a Bugatti. It is a really sick car. It's also on Legendary Motorsports. It came out last year, I believe. Let's see if I can find it on here. I don't even see it. Oh, here it is. Truffade Thrax, $2.3 million. Has really nice handling. Used to be the fastest car when it came out. It is super sick. And over here we have this Neon bike. It is super sick. It's the fastest motorcycle in the game, one of the fastest vehicles in general. It is super sick. I personally love it. I'm going to take it to my second garage and show you guys some of my coolest upgrades, not just for the performance, but for the look. So we're in the new garage. This is my office building. It's a 3-story garage. I think it's $1 million to get the 3 stories. So if you have a lot of cars, it definitely is worth it. I didn't even notice this Christmas tree. They must have just added it. So over here we have this SUV. It's based off of the Hummer in real life. You can find it off of the streets and then customize it. I find this car really sick. It looks very professional, and I just kept it because it looks pretty cool. This is the go-kart that they recently just added on December 20th. It is around, I think it's $700,000 or $800,000, but I got it for free. Well, it was free when it first came out. It is the smallest vehicle in the game, but I find it pretty sick, and it was also free, so that's why I have it. Moving over here, we have a Mercedes sedan with money wheels on the bottom. I think this car is really sick. I was inspired to get it from the nightclub heist when that came out, because the guy that owns or is part of the nightclub, he has a similar car to this, so I found it really cool and I kept it. Now we have this supercar. I forget the name. I bought it for $2.3 million, and I just think it looks really sick. It's super fast, but I think the color, the wheels, and the red just work really well, and I like the car. This is a BMW that I customized off of the road. I made a video about it in my last one, so if you want to go see that, you can check it out. I think this car just looks really clean, and that's why I have it. Same with this little car over here. I think it just looks really clean. I was inspired to make it. You can find it off the street as well. I was inspired to make it in story mode because I saw a pedestrian driving the car. I thought it was really sick. So that's that for these cars. Going up to my second level, I just have to run up there. I have some super sick cars, like crazy cars, on the third floor and second floor. Moving over here, we have a Corvette. You can find these off of the street, but you have to buy one to keep one, and you can do some pretty cool customizations, and it's fairly cheap. I think it's only around $200,000. It is a really sick car, and for a sports car, it's just super fast, so I would recommend buying it if you're new to the game. Now we have this Lamborghini that came out a year and a half ago, I think. You can get it was for free at the casino. Normally it's around $700,000. I find it pretty cool, but I never use it. It's sort of the retro Lamborghini, which I find really cool. Now moving over, this is probably my favorite muscle car. You can find this off of the street as well. I have the motor coming out of the top, the nice chrome tires on the bottom, and then the windows all around the top. It just looks really sick, and I personally love this car. Now we have this Bentley in the orange and black. I think this Bentley looks really clean and super slick. I love it. It's not the fastest car, but it looks really nice, so that's why I have it. I think it looks really cool. Same with this Rolls Royce. I personally love it. I love the tires and the color on it. It's just one of my favorite cars for the looks, but it's not the fastest, but the looks do make it really cool. Going over here, this is my Benny's race car. This is around $900,000 to make it a Benny's car, but it is worth it because it is super fast and is really cool looking. You can use it in races as well. It's definitely worth it. I would definitely recommend getting it if you're into customizing cars. It's really cool. Now, this is another muscle car that I have with the engine coming out of the top and the blue and yellow color scheme with the fluorescent blue tires. I find this car really cool. It's a muscle car. I have it for the looks. It is fairly fast for a muscle car, but it is for the looks. I made a video customizing it. It's my last one below this one. So if you want to see me customize it, that's where it is. So these are just some cars that I have for the looks, but they're super sick. I personally love every single car in this garage. Going up to my third floor, I have some crazy cars up here. I know that for sure. So up here we have a G-Wagon like the Bentley and Rolls Royce. I have it in the orange and black. I find like these colors on these expensive cars just work really well together, so I love this car as well. Again, it's not the fastest, but it's more for the looks. I personally love it. Now we have this machine, a military machine. It's crazy. It has a 50 caliber gun on top, super armored. I love taking it around whenever I do heists or missions. It's super sturdy. It's really nice. I personally love it, and you can also get a friend to go up on the top if you need help shooting out. Now we have this car from I think it's San Andreas Motorsports. It's for $300,000. This can climb up about any surface. Like, it can almost go up 90-degree mountains. I promise. It is definitely worth it if you want an off-road truck. This is probably the best one you can buy, and there's lots of customizations you can do to it. I find this truck pretty cool. I'm probably going to take it to my next location where I'll show you guys the rest of my cars. This was one I got off the street to see if I can do any customizations to it. There's nothing much I can do, so I don't know. I'll scrap this. This is the new car that Rockstar just added. I find it really cool. The details really cool on it. It's not fast, but it's not supposed to be. It was free. Right now it's free still, so I personally love this car. It's really clean, really cool, and that's just my opinion. Over here we have the Raptor. I got this for free. It's like a slingshot in real life. Three-wheeler. I find it pretty sick, but there's not much customization options you can do, so I just keep it here. And then we have a Range Rover that I upgraded. Just a plain one off of the streets, and I think it looks really clean. So now I'm going to be going over to my third location where I'm going to show you my aircrafts. It is going to be crazy. Here we are at the hangar, and this is actually not the last location I'm going to show you. I have a couple of super cool things to show you at the end. I saved the best for last, so be sure to watch this. Starting off, I have this military chopper. I think it was $2.1 million. It's one of the best choppers you can buy, so I personally recommend getting it. It is really big though, so it's kind of hard to land, but I do like it. This is a regular helicopter. I think it's called the Frogger. It's free if you have Twitch Prime. I think it's really cool, and it's just like an average one that you can take around anywhere. Now I have this private jet. You can land at any airport. You and your friends can go, and it's just really sick, and it's cool for thumbnails and videos and stuff like that. So I find it pretty cool. And then the final thing in this Oh no, I have one more thing to show you in this hangar. I have this military jet. This was $6 million. It is one of the most expensive things in the game. I find it really sick. It is cool, and you can also just drive it around to mess with people with the missiles on it. And now we have the flying go-kart. I made a video on this one as well from a couple months ago. It is a flying go-kart with machine guns on it. I find it really cool, and you can also modify it to make it look like even cooler. So after showing you all my planes, I used to have this the other plane, the Bombushka, for $6 million, but I sold it because it's a waste of money. But now, using my flying go-kart, I'm going to show you guys my other possessions in this game. I only have 3 more things to show you, but they're the coolest things. I saved the best for last. So we are approaching it right now. It's super hard to fly the go-kart in the snow. Here's my yacht, the $10 million yacht. This is the most expensive thing that I own. It has a helicopter. I'm trying to get a good view without putting my go-kart in the ocean. Let me turn around. It has a it basically has everything on it. Helicopter. This is so hard to steer in the air. Oh my god. Basically has everything. A pool, jet skis, helicopters. It's the best yacht you can buy. It's $10 million. It's crazy. I'm having some serious trouble flying this go-kart right now, but as you can see, the yacht, hopefully you can see it. It is a really cool thing. It's the most expensive thing that I own. Yachts in this game are a waste of money, but they are more a symbol of you've made it in GTA, because they are the most expensive thing. I find that really cool. The one other thing that I was going to show you is the submarine, but since I do not want to fly this go-kart across the map, I'm just going to show you my final garage where I keep the coolest cars, and I'm just going to fast forward to that. Oh, here we go. So we have this, I think it's the Itali car. I forget the full name, but it is really fast. It's a sports car. It's extremely cool. I think I got it from the casino like last year. It's one of the coolest cars in my opinion, and it's super fast. Moving over here, we have a Lamborghini. I think this is one of the cheaper ones in the game for like 300,000. It's super cool, very fast. It's a sports car. I think it might be a supercar, but I find it really cool. I haven't used it in a long time. Now we have the Pagani Reaper, which is another Lamborghini. This is super fast. I love the wheels on this car. I think they look really cool, and I think I got this from the casino too. This is another Warstock. This is a half tank, half truck with a 50 caliber machine gun on top. This is a war machine. The windows are also bulletproof on this, so if you want to take this into a mission or battle, this is definitely the car to take. Now we have another small car. This is a little taxi that I made. This was also from the casino, I think. This is another sick car GTA added. I personally love it. Now moving on to the McLaren, the Progan T20. This is one of the fastest cars in the game. I find it really cool. It has a built-in spoiler in the back, so whenever you accelerate, the spoiler comes out, and I find that really cool. Now we have a third Lamborghini in this garage. This one's really sick with the green and the orange wheels. This one I just bought and made for show with the wheels. I find the orange wheels work really well with this car, and I find it really sick. Now we have another sports car. This isn't a Lamborghini. I don't know what type of car this is, but I got it from the casino and it is really sick. It's really fast, and I do like the color on it. I find that really cool. Now we have the APC tank. It is a tank that can go underwater and shoot cannons. It is really sick, and it is another very good war weapon if you want to use it in a mission. It's super cool, and I personally love it. I think it's around $2 million on Warstock. It's really useful. I love it. And now the final car is the best drift car in GTA 5, the Gauntlet Hellfire. I made this car look really sick with the red and the red wheels. I think it looks really nice and is really good for drifting. These are all my cars and possessions that average almost about $100 million in GTA. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like and subscribe, because I am dropping one of the biggest series of GTA on YouTube that has never been seen before. So be sure to subscribe for that, and see you in the next one.